score sheet. Disappointment from Sunday. How are the lads feeling about it this week?
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed last week. We felt that we didn't put the performance in we needed, and I think if we had done, the 2 points probably would have gone our way. I mean, we weren't quite at our best. I know Salford say they weren't quite at their best as well, but we still managed to salvage a point from it. So I think it wouldn't have taken much more for us maybe to get the win. So this week we're just concentrating on the little things what we didn't get right last week. Ball retention, a bit of ruck control really.
Well, with that one as well, last week, what do you think sort of led to the Wildcats Park performance? Because the few weeks before that, I was to get rewards and the result, the performances were good. Do you think there was perhaps not underestimating Salford, but perhaps thought it might be a bit more straightforward than it was? Or?
I think when we've looked at the video, it was just a few attitude things. When we've looked at it, we weren't going into the collision maybe as hard as we was doing the previous weeks, and weren't sort of respecting the ball as much either. So I think sort of from round 2 and then 3, 4, 5, we'd had some good performances. I know we'd come up short against Huddersfield and Catalan, but we'd put in some decent performances. So we felt that we really let ourselves down against Salford.
But the beauty of the sport is something comes around quickly, and Saints comes around very quickly this Friday. Tough test, particularly given the lads are out as well. What are your thoughts about going over to St Helens on Friday? Yeah,
it's always a tough ask going to Saints. Obviously we went there in pre-season and we didn't perform very well, but we've come a long way since that game. I think we know what we've got to do to be in the game, and then it's up to us now to do that. And I think as long as we're in the contest, I think we've got a chance of winning the game. I think it's we've just got to get a control of the stuff that we can control. We can't control what they do. We can't control the referee, like that type of thing. We've just got to control what we do, and I think if we do that, then we're definitely in with a chance.
And the players that are out, it's a lot of the senior players all in one go. So people like yourself, Paul, I suppose, a step up to the most senior players in the team. Is that a challenge you're relishing? You did it at Wigan last year. I remember captaining the team with a lot of the younger lads on the side. Are you looking forward to that role again?
Yeah, I know that a lot of the boys do enjoy that, and obviously myself, Richie, Paulie. I know Richard spoke to us and said that we've got to step it up, because obviously, like you said, there is a big chunk missing. Ali, he's a big miss. Kermo, Andy, these are people who are big misses for the team, but we've got to step up, and the young lads who've come in, and I think Chris Anakin and Carl Trout, when they've come in, I think they've done a really good job, and they've really stepped up.
I think that can sort of, the players coming in that want to stake their claim over a lot of games over Easter, perhaps waited patiently for the chance on the sidelines, so they've got something to prove and want to put in a big performance.
Yeah, they certainly do. I think Chris and Carl both train really well, and now they're putting it onto the field as well. I think Chris, obviously, he didn't get much of a shot last year, but I know Carl played a fair few games, and Chris really took his chance this year when he got it against London. And he's really took to it really well.
As for Saints, they haven't won at home this year yet, but their performances gradually, as a lot of teams have got better over the weeks going on. What are you sort of expecting from them? They've got extra motivation wanting to get that first home win on Friday, haven't they?
Yeah. I mean, they'll be wanting to get it based a lot for the fans and sort of probably for a bit of confidence, because Saints' home ground has obviously been quite a fortress over the years. But I think they've got some very good players. I mean, like they might have some senior players missing. I know they've had a couple of senior players missing for the past few weeks, but we don't know what their team's going to be. But I think it's going to be a tough battle for us, but one we're ready for.
Early days in the season, obviously, but how do you feel your form's gone so far? So 6 rounds in.
Yeah, okay. I was really disappointed with the first game at Bradford, and last week I felt the previous 4 games before the Salford game, I thought I was getting into my stride, and probably the same with the rest of the boys. Everything was sort of going well, and then last week it was a bit of a dent for us, but we know we can get it back.